All right. Well, good morning and thank you so much for being here this morning. Let's go ahead and get started with our breath, our grounding. So if you can find yourself in a comfortable position seated, I invite you to close your eyes. Begin to notice your own natural breathing. Take a breath in. Feel where the breath rises in your body. And as you inhale, perhaps you feel the chest rise, the abdomen rise. And I invite you to notice as you exhale, allow every last drop of breath to fully release. And begin to notice what you brought this morning in the mind, maybe some stress, perhaps to-dos, maybe there's something you're excited about or bummed about. Let's go ahead and acknowledge what we have on our mind first thing this morning. And I invite you to imagine the mind as a sky. Those clouds are your thoughts. Maybe there's a storm brewing in the distance. The sun is coming out. So let us go ahead and observe those thoughts and let them go. They'll be there after these next few minutes. So let us be here presently with our breath and begin to see the mind clearing out into a bright blue sky. Let's go ahead and take a few breaths together. As you breathe in, go ahead, open up the hands, feel the belly expand. As you breathe out, clench those fists. Again, breathe in, open up the hand. And exhale, give it a squeeze. Let's go ahead and do that with our own natural breath a few more times. Breathing in and out. Motion with those hands. And take about 2 more deep cleansing breaths here. And when you finish that last breath, I invite you to go ahead and open your eyes. And from here, let's find some seated cat-cow. So take a breath in, shift the body, lift the chest, the eyes, the chin. As you breathe out, round out the spine, touch chin to chest. And let's go ahead a few more rounds here at your own pace. Inhale to lift, exhale, round it out. Couple more times here. Your own pace. And when you finish that last round, go ahead and find your neutral spine. From here, let's interlace our hands. Place the palms at the base of the skull, draw elbows in, tuck chin to chest, and then just release your neck. Few deep breaths here. Try to let that tension go. Feel the belly expand. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. And let's go ahead. Inhale, lift back to that neutral spine. Release the hands. And let's take a couple head rotations. So ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. And just switch it back a couple times. I typically hold a lot of my tension in the upper neck area. And go ahead back to that neutral spine. From here, let's place our fingertips over the top of the opposite ear, opposite hand to chest. Draw that ear towards your shoulder, and then go ahead, rotate the head as though you're looking down. You can feel a different sensation in the neck there with that head rotation. About one more breath here. And back to center. Let's go ahead, switching sides, fingertips, opposite ear. Drop it down and then maybe turn to look down with that neck. Breathe in. And go ahead, find your way back to center. From here, let's find some spinal seated twists. So I've got my wall here, so I'll mind that. Go ahead, take that. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take just a twist in your chair. Hand to opposite knee. Maybe look over that back shoulder. Breathe it in. Let the rib cage expand with the belly. And let's go ahead, inhale, lift the arms back to center. And exhale, take that twist opposite side here. Again, a couple breaths. And let's release it back down. From here, let's find some side bend. So if you're in a chair, go ahead, place the palm to the side of the hip, gripping your chair. Reach up and over, and then let's just open up the side body here. Couple breaths. And let's inhale it up back to center, reaching over opposite side. Reach. Open up that body and breathe it in. And let's go ahead, find our way back to center. From here, let's find some stretch in our wrists and our fingers. So interlacing those hands again, just kind of almost a circle 8 with those hands. Couple times here. And then from here, go ahead and let the arm out long as though you're about to high five your friend. And from here, let's pull one finger at a time toward the body. Feel some length in those wrists, those fingers. Our hands do so much for us every day. A little bit of self-care here for our hands. And let's go ahead, flip the fingers to point down, pull that wrist in a little bit. Not too much, just a bit here. And let's shake that hand out. Awesome, opposite hand, high five. High five, everyone. And let's go ahead, one finger at a time. This is one of my favorites. I don't even realize that my hands are sore until I do this. And we'll go ahead, flip those fingertips down and flip the palm. And let's shake that hand out a bit. All right, so from here, let's just go ahead and roll our shoulders. So shift those shoulders as you shrug up and roll it back. Let's do that a couple more times. Shoulder rolls. And let's go ahead and lift those arms again. And then from here, let's goalpost our arms and then think about drawing the shoulder blades in closer as though you're touching those shoulders. Open up the chest. Maybe look up to the ceiling. A little bit of a shoulder stretch. Opening up the chest here. And let's reach those arms back up. From here, let's take a little bit of a back bend. So not much, just a small bend. Small bend. And that back looking up at the fingertips. And release it down. Go ahead, release those hands. Place the palms to the top of your knees. And then let's go ahead and end here with a couple breaths, with a soft meditation. So perhaps again, closing our eyes, press those palms into the top of the legs. A little bit of grounding here. And come back to your breath. Breathe in, notice the breath moving in your body. And I invite you to bring something to mind that gives you the feeling of gratitude this morning. It can be anything at all. Maybe it's the sun, perhaps your family, friends. Maybe gratitude, just being here and moving together. Maybe anything. But let's go ahead and say silently to ourselves, I am grateful for. Go ahead and add what you feel gratitude for today. And let's take a few deep cleansing breaths. Breathe it into the belly. And release it out, audible with the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Release it out. Deep breath. Let's go ahead and back to that gratitude. Let us perhaps feel some gratitude together. Gratitude for our place here, our role that we play to help serve. As teachers, you do such a great and important part. You couldn't make it without teachers right now. You're adjusting, you're doing what you need to do, shifting from in class to online. And I'm sure there have been hurdles, but what you're doing plays a huge role. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. And I'd like to end by saying thank you so much for letting me guide you this morning through your practice. I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.